Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, coming at you live once more again with another episode. Mm, with another episode. Mm, with another episode of my Worthless 2 Cents Table Talk where your approval is not needed. Well, yeah, y'all see old boy up here by himself. So what that mean? You know what that mean? I know y'all all know when you see this old boy by himself, it means I won't be before you long. All I'm gonna do is pop in and pop out. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna just drop in and drop out, say what I got to say, and get on about your way and let you go on about your night. Look here. First and foremost, hey. I want to say that it is a blessing to be here. Um, I ain't gonna sit up here and sugarcoat and tell you that old country boy just felt 100% about coming up here tonight. I didn't. I sat and I was meditating and um, but I know what I did is I made a commitment. I made a commitment that I would be here. I'll be here as long as the good Lord gives me strength. That I will be here every Monday, every Wednesday. I'm gonna be right here. Um, see what I'm is I'm gonna just ask him right now. Y'all just bear with me. I'm gonna just say, just use me. As I'm sitting here, one thing I will tell you is this: is that for me, there's nothing more important than obedience. Obedience to God, obedience to what it is that He has called me to do. Um, I'll tell y'all this: obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that through my trials, through my tribulations, through my ups and my downs, through the good days and the bad days. What I'm learning is that obedience is better than sacrifice. You know, I've been called to do and to follow, and that's what I'm gonna do. I've been called to step out here and step out on faith and to encourage and to uplift others, to pour out what has been poured into me to others. Again, let me tell you something. I ain't for everybody, and that's okay. That's okay. And guess what? Anybody that's out there that might hear my voice or see this old face right here, you ain't for everybody neither. And that's okay. That's all right. What you have to do is find peace within yourself. Find peace within yourself and where you are and what you've been called to do. And just walk in it. Just walk in it. I'm telling you, walk in that thing. Walk in it like you're walking in high heel shoes, like a woman walk in that thing. Walk, strut it. That's what you do, regardless of what people may think, regardless of what people may say. Walk in it. In the good days, walk in it. When you don't feel like it, walk in it. When trouble's coming, walk in it. When you're happy, walk in it. See, let me tell y'all, for me, I had no idea when any of this started. It ain't just started. So I don't want nobody to get this thing twisted. This didn't just happen. Okay. This ain't just a happenstance. This ain't just a coincidence. Let me tell you something. I was nothing, am nothing but a piece of clay. Just a piece of clay. But see, what I know about this piece of clay is I have been molded, am being molded by the master. That's what I know. Now, I'm going to tell you, some of that molding hurt. Some of it hurt, but I'm being molded by him to be everything that he has called me to be. And I tell you, be all that he's called you to be. Be all that he's called you to be. Be the best you that you can be. You know, None of us are perfect, and I don't sit here and claim to be. I don't sit here and root toot like I am, like I ain't never like my boo boo don't stink. I ain't that person. Okay, I'm 100% real because I had to be real with me. I don't try to shake and fake and pretend to be something I have. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I ain't finna sit up here and I have tried to act like I was something that I wasn't to fit in some places that I did not belong. I have. See, but I'm open and honest enough and okay with myself enough right now today to admit I have. I have. I've tried to just mold myself, just wiggle my way into places I didn't belong, around people that I didn't belong. Did it. I could be the only one. That's okay. But I'm gonna talk about me. You know, it's uh it's okay to stand in this world on morals and principles. If you have to stand alone, it's okay. But just stand. Stand. You know, I hadn't always mm-mm, been a scoundrel. And and I talk about the things that I've been. Not that I'm talking because I'm bragging. I'm talking because I'm bragging on God. Okay, let me tell you that. Let me make that clear. I'm not talking because I'm bragging on me about what I've done. I'm talking because I'm bragging on Him, on where He's brought me from. That's what I'm bragging on. I want that to be clear. I want that to be crystal clear. It ain't about me. It ain't about me at all. It ain't about me. Not at all. But it's about learning to be humble. It's about learning. Some of the lessons are hard, very hard. Because that's what then and sometimes now, stubborn as all get out. Just as stubborn. But you know what? I'm learning to humble myself. I'm learning to submit unto His will, unto His way. Learning it every day, step by step, learning it. You know, we all are on this journey. We really are. We all on this thing together. We all can take something from one another, but we all have to be willing to also offer something to our brothers and our sisters. I am so big on encouraging. I'm so big on uplifting others. And I'm that way because I know what it was in my times. Still in these times, what I need, desire. Sometimes just some worldly encouragement. I'm a firm believer in faith. I'm a firm believer in the man upstairs. I believe in God, but I also know that He pours into His earthly angels to come pour into us. I know that He will send somebody. Maybe it's at a gas station. Maybe it's at the grocery store. Maybe it's at work. He will send somebody just to pour into us, whether it's a smile or opening of a door or a good morning. Understand when those things come, that is God's way of showing us that He's still in control. He's still in control. He gives us exactly what we need when we need it. Exactly what we need. Sometimes we be wanting something from somebody over here when right here there's one that's pouring into us. Sometimes we spend so much time banging on a closed door that we miss the open one. Been there, been there, been there. Looking, looking at. What was it? What's that song? I've been looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for love into how many of us? How many of us looking for it in the wrong places, looking for it in all the wrong places and all the wrong faces, looking for it. But see, before we can look outwardly, we have to look inwardly. We spend, and if I start to go on different places, just roll with me. We spend too much time looking outwardly, too much time focusing on the things and the people and the places that damaged us and that hurt us, instead of taking that and focusing on us and building us and being healthier us. We hold on to hurt. See, let me tell you, when you hold on to hurt, you can't ever receive healing. When you hold on to hurt, I don't care what kind of hurt, relationship hurt, church hurt, job hurt, when you hold on to hurt, you can never receive healing. And let me tell you something about holding on to hurt. Stop looking at the hurt and start asking the question, why am I holding on to it? Why am I holding on to it? What's so good about this hurt that's making me keep going back to it? What's so good about this hurt that's making me hold on to it? And then some of us, some of us, some of us, some of us, not only do we hold on to it, not only do we keep turning back to it, some of us turn into it. Some of us turn into the very thing and people that hurt us. Let that one sit for a minute. Sometimes we hold on to it. Sometimes we go back to it. And sometimes we turn into it and become the very thing that hurt us. What you mean by that? Sometimes we can be hurt children, hurt by the lack of love from our parents or the lack of attention from our parents, and we know what that hurt feels like, but then we turn into the same parents that hurt us. Sometimes we can be hurt in a relationship, and somebody could be whatever. They could be a liar or cheater, or what, I don't care what you want to call them. Sometimes they could be that and they hurt us so bad. They hurt us deeply in that relationship. Sometimes we keep going back to it. And sometimes we turn into those very people that hurt us. And then what we start doing is hurting other folk, but never taking a look at ourselves and taking accountability and responsibility for ourselves. Oh, because they did it to me. What's that old thing they used to say? Well, get them before they get you. Turning into the thing that hurt you. Running back to the thing that hurt you. And trying to hold on to the thing that hurt you. Let me tell you something. If you do any of those, you can never, ever, 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 ever receive your healing. One of the hardest things for me, one of the hardest steps in it, because I was it, kept running back to it, kept holding on to it, and was turning into it. One of the hardest things I had to do was forgive. What you mean forgive? I ain't forgive. See, let me tell you what forgiveness does. Let me tell you what it does. Forgiveness is like opening up a dam and all that stuff comes flowing out. All that hurt, all that anger that's been built up, it comes flowing out. Forgiveness. See, once you forgive, and the forgiveness is stages. See, some folks think that, well, I can't forgive them. See, it's about one, sometimes you have to ask for forgiveness. Two, sometimes, a lot of times, we got to forgive. And then that one is we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. Let me tell you, when I say that, see, a lot of times I can talk about relationships. I've been in a whole bunch of, a lot of times with relationship, we want to look at the other folks, but we have to forgive ourselves for what we didn't do or for what we did wrong. And see, we can't just be pointing at the other folks. That's what we do a lot of time. We point at the other folks. And we got to remember, I'm going to talk about relationships. I'm going to jump on this real quick because I can talk about this. See, we got to remember in relationships, it's not just one person, it's two. Two people come together to form a relationship, okay? Understand something. People talk, well, it just fell apart. No, two people came into it. It was a joint deal. Okay. They signed the contract and like they got together, whatever, however it may be. I don't know, don't care. But I'm just saying two people get together. So guess what? Some people say, well, one person can just no. It's a two-part. See, and sometimes we end up looking and we end up with the hurt and the anger because we haven't forgive ourselves. We haven't said, you know what? I seen them flags, all red, blue, green, purple, whatever. I seen all them flags, stop signs, just flashing. But I kept going. I kept on with it. So instead of me saying, you know what, self, you saw that. Self, you made the choice to stick in that. Self, take some accountability and responsibility for you. We want to look at the other folks and everything they did. Everything they did, well, they did this and they did that and they did this. But do we ever stop and say, well, what part did we play in it? Nothing. I ain't do nothing. I nothing. Well, maybe that was your part that you didn't do nothing. Well, I just nothing. Maybe that was your part that you didn't do nothing. Maybe you need to take responsibility for the nothing you didn't do. See, accountability and responsibility for self and our actions. I'm gonna do this. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna jump on this. See, understand this. Understand this clearly. Biblical. The one thing God gave us, each and every one of us, He gave us free will. Free will. What is that? Free. We free to make any choices we want to. But understand this: free will ain't free because it's got a cost with it. There's a cost connected to that free will. There is a cost connected to the free will. What do I mean by that? What I mean is every choice we make, every one that we make comes with a consequence. Some of them good, some of them bad, but every choice we make Every choice we make, not talking about what somebody make, every choice we make comes with consequences. Some may be positive, some may be negative. But let me tell you, you ain't finna make a choice that ain't got no consequences. That ain't finna happen. Every choice, every free will, every move of your free will ain't free. Believe that. You tell me old country boy told you that. I don't know who told you that free will was free, but it ain't. It ain't. And I'm speaking right here. I know it comes with it. I know it comes with it. So what it does for me is now I become more aware of the choices. I become more aware of my free will. Like, oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. You can do that. Whatever you want to do. If you want to go right now, just bang on your neighbor door. You can do that. You want to run up and down the street screaming. You can do it. Free will. You're free to do it. But guess what? Comes with consequences. See, some of us want to make choices, whatever it may be, but we don't want the consequences to go along with it. That's what you call I'm not going to accept responsibility or accountability. It's on somebody else. When I learned that, and then I learned how to submit to his will and his way. See, I told you I'm moving around a little bit here. We all talk about Lord, order my steps and guide my, but then we want to read the map. We want to ask him to guide us, but trying to read the map. It don't work both ways. It don't work both ways. Let me tell you something. You can't be in the passenger seat and the driver's seat at the same time. Pick your spot. Either you want him or you want to leave. Pick your spot. That's all you got to do. Pick your spot. Don't be scared to pick it. Pick it. Understand that's your choice, free will. But understand when you pick your spot, consequences, good or bad, come with it and accept it. You know, and I'm not here to. I just tell you, whatever he pose on me, um, that's what I give. That's what I give. I want us all to just one, one. We have to let the hurt go. We have to. We gotta let the hurt go. But before we can let it go, we have to understand why. One, why we're holding on to it. Why do I keep attracting this? Why does this keep happening to me? Because what is it I need to fix on this magnet so it will attract something different? Okay. Because look here. God gave me that. You can take an old magnet, one of them old magnets, and you can stick it up to a water bottle and it ain't gonna hold on to it because it's not attracted to it. It don't stick to it. But if something keeps coming to you, what is it about you that's drawing this to you? What is what they call it? What is the energy? What is the aura? What is the that you're pouring out? So if you're pouring out something that's attracting something in, figure out what it is that you're pouring out. That's about self. Because what's attracted is attracted, but you have to figure out why and what it is. If you want to change what you're attracting, you got to change up in here. And discernment. Let the hurt go. Figure out why the hurt, and let it go. Let it go. Don't become, don't become the thing that hurt you the most. Don't become that thing. Don't become that ugliness that All the time you wanted to get away from, but now you are it. Now you are a living example of it. Don't become it. Don't become that parent that walked away. Don't become that person in a relationship that hurt you. Don't become those things. Don't become that boss that was so mean. Don't become that. Don't become the negativity. See, it's a choice. You don't have to become it. You don't have to. You don't have to. Now, if you choose to become all of them things on the flip side, understand choice, consequence, choice, consequences. Just that simple. Just that simple. It really is that simple. Look here, old boy, I done ran this old triple trap enough. Um, I cannot end. I cannot end. First of all, I want to send prayers out to my Monday night co-host, chat with Trina. She's under the weather. Um, Queen, I hope that you feel better. I want to send prayers out to my cousin, my twin out in California. Twin, I love you. Um, what I know is that God is always in control. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. God is always in control. Don't get hoodwinked and bamboozled by anything. God is always in control. He got this thing. He got it. But what we have to do is trust and depend on him. His way, his time, his way, his time. Trust it. Trust it. Um, and old country boy always tell you, if God has given you, planted a vision within you, if he has planted a vision within you, regardless of what the naysayers say, regardless of what your family say, regardless of what them so-called road dogs, family, friends, buddy, pals, whatever they say, regardless of the people that's telling you what you can't do, if he's giving it to you, it's yours. If he has given it to you, it is yours. Don't listen to what nobody tell you that you can't and you ain't smart enough or you ain't this enough or you need to be like this. Quit listening to them because they don't know because it ain't their vision. It's yours. Well, you need to do it over here like this. It ain't their vision. Tell them to do their vision like that, not yours. Because your vision is yours. What is for you is for you. What he has created inside of you. And guess what? We are all so uniquely made. But guess what? There's something that he's put in each and every one of us that's just for us. We are here for a mission. We are here for a purpose. And see, guess what? Your purpose ain't mine, and mine ain't yours. We each have our own individually unique purpose. Don't let nobody try to detour you from what's yours. Okay? Don't. And if ain't nobody told you that they believe in you and whatever it is that you're striving to do, I don't care what it is, I believe in you. I believe in you and I support you. I support you in it 100%. And then lastly, you know what the old country boys say. Look here. If ain't nobody told you from the morning time to the evening to the night time, if ain't nobody told you they love you, if ain't nobody else told you they love you, on Mondays and Wednesdays, you can get some love right here. Well, any other time, you can call me anytime. If ain't nobody told you that they love you, let me tell you something. This old boy right here, I love you. I love you. And guess what? I love you unconditionally. You know what that means? That means that there's nothing that can pull it away. It means that if you don't look at my show, I still love you. If you don't comment, I still love you. If you don't like nothing, I still love you. If I wave at you, don't wave back, I still love you. I still love you. I love you unconditionally. And there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing. Say it one more time because I want it to be clear. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Hey, look, y'all have a good one. I appreciate you. And I'll be back. When? I'll be back Monday with my co-host. That's right. Y'all check us out. Thank you very much. Out of here.